Great.
Okay.
You want to clap?
Everything's synced up.
Nice. All right, can you tell me a little bit about the work that you do as fill in the blank on things that you do?
Yeah, I'm Anne, and I'm currently year 3 of 4 MSW student at St. Kate's. I'm also like a full-time like default parent of a toddler, and I think I guess I would say I'm a community organizer in that I just like whatever community I happen to be in with whatever stage my life is in, I'm like doing some sort of organizing in that community for my life.
Tell me a little bit about how you navigate boundaries in school, in your internships, in community organizing. You can pick one or do all those.
Yeah, so that's like a really, I feel like my experience with that right now is kind of like hard earned, or where I'm at now is hard earned because when I started in like community organizing and activism world in my early 20s, I just like threw myself in and I didn't really have any boundaries, and I wanted, it was just everything and it really wore me out. I had started school for something else and it was like deteriorating away from my health and my school, and I eventually developed a chronic illness, and I just had to say no to everything after having said yes to everything. So I had like 3 years of like slowly healing and treatment and trying to figure out what works, and a lot of isolation that came from that as well. And I see this like entering into social work as a way to be a part of the communities that I want and do the work that I want to do in community, but it has like built-in boundaries, which are necessary for my health and for the like survival of my like family life. Maintaining like your own boundaries with your expectations of yourself and what your role is really important, because the need, if you open yourself up to the need that exists, it's so great that will just drown you. That was some advice I got from a friend of mine when I was like basically drowning in the need when I was in that role and had to like pick myself up and figure out what boundaries I needed. And it's really hard. And it feels like in the moment of doing that, it feels like it's like it feels deadening in a way, but also if I'm choosing to survive myself, I need that space and the boundaries, and if I'm trying to like be present for my child when I'm with them, then I need that separation. When the boundaries are like coming from a medical model of hierarchy, that takes away like a human connection and authenticity. So I think starting out, I felt a little clunky with that, and to a disservice of the people I was working with. I feel like there's space to join in the frustration and like roll your eyes at the bureaucracy, and recognize and like show that this sort of stuff is like, and like helping sort mail, like that sort of stuff is just hard for everyone, and like being like a human in solidarity with that, I found that to be like a helpful and a way to bring in like some of myself. Yeah, so when I think of the term abolition, I think of like prison abolition, but also like extending that, I think of healing like in community and like changing and growth in community instead of like punishment and isolation. Like I don't know, we've all done shitty things. I mean, I imagine, and maybe some people have done worse shitty things than others, and also we're still people. One of my clients that I worked with was like working through the criminal justice system, and if I if I judged him for the label that he had as like an official sex offender, like that would have gone our relationship and our work would have gone nowhere. Like there's already a criminal system that is punishing this person, and I think that these labels that we have in social work and care work, when we see them, like we have our own biases and prejudices that we bring to that. And I think it's important to remember that like there's like already so much judgment out there that like regardless on your view of abolition, like that's not your role. Like your role there is to like support this person in a person-centered way, and your role is not to be like judging or punishing. And I think sometimes it could show up.
Well, wonderful.
This is good?
Yeah, I think this is a wrap.
Nice.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Love it.
Beep.